click on Layer and Duplicate Layer, and then we'll begin the color and blending tools. The two bottom colors of your toolbox. The two bottom colors, they're square colors, the yellow and the white, are the colors that you will choose to make your object. If you click on one color, it'll bring up a new dialog box where you can change its color. Click on the other color and it will do the same thing if you want two different shades. If you want the same shades, make sure both of those squares are the same color. And then you open up your blending tool and you'll see the top 5 options should reflect the colors you have chosen. Then you want to pick the shape of your blend. And to blend, you just click on the photo, drag the line up, and release. And here you see the red and the yellow that I chose. Now go over to your modes in your right dialog box. And I've set this to overlay mode so you can kind of see how the colors have blended together. I'm going to change it to a different mode so that I can have more of a contrast for when I start erasing. To me, this looks like my pumpkin is bleeding. Adding and applying layer mask. Highlight the appropriate layer in the right dialog box. Go to Layer, Mask, and add Layer Mask. Make sure it's set to full opacity, white. Go back to Layer, Mask, and click Apply Layer Mask, and now you're ready to start erasing the parts that you don't want to show through. In your toolbox, click the eraser and open up the brushes and click the brush you want to use to erase. Make sure to set the eraser to hard edge and smooth stroke. And increase the magnification on your image so that it's easier to see what you're erasing. Now, another way to do this more quickly so you have less to erase is to go to your crop tool, make sure that it's clicked to crop only the current layer and crop most of the color out, and this will save you some time when erasing. And now erase your layer. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is make a duplicate layer of the original image. I just hid the color layer. So that's the original image. We're going to go to Layer and Duplicate Layer. And then I'm going to desaturate both the original image and its duplicate. Now to explain why I'm doing a couple things. I'm desaturating the layers after I've already blended in my colors, because if I didn't, they wouldn't have blended right if it was just a black and white photo. The reason I'm adding an extra copy of the original photo is because when I go to adjust my black and white levels, it won't allow me to adjust my color levels on the color blended layer right. If I was just to use the original photo without that extra duplicate layer. So we're desaturating, and then we're adding layer mask to the copy and applying layer mask. I'm going to increase my magnification so I can see what I'm erasing. And I'm erasing the second layer pumpkin. Now I'm going to hide the original layers view so that I can see what I'm erasing. And here is the end result. Right now the second layer is showing. I'm going to show my first layer, which is the colored, and I'm going to show my third layer. And now we're going to adjust all the color levels. So we'll go to the copy layer and we're going to adjust the color levels so that we have a true black and a true white somewhere in our black and white image. Without adjusting it so there is a true black and a true white somewhere in the image will look washed out. I've learned to do this with all my black and white photos. Just makes for a much sharper, nicer black and white. And then we're going to go up to the blended color level, and I'm going to change it back to overlay. The mode is at overlay. And then I will go to colors and levels and adjust the color levels of my blended layer until I like the color that I'm seeing. Go to File and export each image as you change its colors and save it as a different name. Remember, you can change your colors in the toolbox at the bottom. Have fun!